Hello and welcome back to Death for All, and we're here at Charis as we do need to take this, and well, unfortunately it seems like Kareth was unsuccessful in his attempts to take it himself. I can only assume that that is because of the food supplies that maybe were dwindling at the time, or maybe he just didn't have enough influence to be able to, continue to feed the cohesiveness of his army. That is pretty much the only thing I can think of right now. However, as I've been looking around here, I've not actually seen any vassals from the Vlandians at all, which is very, very surprising. Oh, hello. Okay, they are obviously besieging my town. Yeah, that's obviously what they were doing instead of defending this. Yeah, that's apparently what they're doing. So that is not very nice of them. Let's just say that. All right, well. We're going to have some issues here then, maybe. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's going to be okay. I don't know. Because this is indeed one of those... I think it might be okay. I mean, they don't have level 1 walls or anything like that, so they're obviously going to have slightly less effective catapults, because as we've seen in the past, having lower walls actually does make the catapults much, much more effective. And yeah, that's actually something that's really great. Now, the only problem that I'm having right now is, are we even going to be able to survive this? Because here's the thing, I'm playing as Bruce right now. Bear that in mind. I am playing as Bruce because Pelisor did get eliminated in a previous battle, a previous siege, no less, which is actually quite funny. Who am I being shot by the way? I'm actually not seeing who I'm being shot by right here. Okay, I think I'm going to actually just jump off here. Please don't kill... Oh, okay, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die. That would be really bad. That would be super, super bad. But thankfully, it doesn't seem like... Oh, they're shooting us through the little gaps here. I can't see anything. Look at this. There must be someone here. There is definitely someone there. You can see the name. You can see the Botanian Fian. So there's definitely a unit in there, but obviously it's making things very difficult for us to see. It's just pitch black inside. So very, very hard to make our way in and actually do something impactful. But yeah, anyway, if Bruce does get himself eliminated here, we have every... I was going to say, wow, okay. We have every possibility of being eliminated, so not well, being killed, shall we say. Being absolutely killed. Okay, so let's have a look. How is it going so far? Not great, but I think it should be fine. Once we have gotten our forces onto the battlements, we should be okay. My forces are literally running away? Okay. That's never happened to me before, actually. That is actually really weird. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm not sure what to make of that. I am really not sure what to make of it, because I thought to myself, okay, you know, my forces, they should be able to take this, but apparently this is a much more difficult siege than I anticipated. As you can see, this guy is actually attempting to take our town here. Apparently he's going to be successful. I can only assume that he's going to be successful. Anyway, trade penalty lessened. Yeah, we'll just go for the rumor network. I guess that sounds like a pretty decent idea. +1 extra food for each food taken during village raids. That is absolutely pointless in my opinion. I guess I'll go for paid in promise, because discarded armor can be donated to troops for increased experience, which I think is pretty good. I think that's all right. Anyway, do I have an army right now? No, I don't think I do. So me speccing into leadership right now is maybe not the best idea, but I don't know. Maybe we want to go for athletics? Yeah, I think we'll go for some more athletics here for Bruce. He does have 10 in endurance, so the better focus points that we have, the faster that we can level up our athletics, and then we can hopefully get to the maxed out perk, and that is going to hopefully result in us having much larger amounts of HP, which is obviously extremely important. Anyway, yeah, kind of unfortunate that this was how it is. Wait a minute, where is Anita, by the way? Oh yeah, she actually... Yeah, okay, wait a minute. I was unable to send for her just yet, so let's actually go ahead and do that right now. So, wait a minute, how do I do that? Here we go. There we are. Okay, it's going to take 5 days, but yeah, she is our quartermaster, so it is going to be extremely important for us to get her there. And they put 134 defenders in the town. That's the thing. I would not have been able to defend against this overwhelming force. They have 833 people in this army. Highly unlikely we would have been able to do anything. It seems like we do have Unkid here, however, and he is actually attempting to besiege Charas. Hopefully he's going to be successful this time around. Well, successful where Kareth failed. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just going to get himself absolutely massacred, as you can see right there. And the Vlandians are now perfectly fine. Oh, and we are now having... Oh, dear. Right. Okay. Every single one of my plans has just been laid to waste. So that is not particularly good. And Eutropius is now deciding to declare war against us, which is also kind of unfortunate. We do have a couple of people dying off here, which is obviously... pretty good. You know, that's not too bad. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we are... okay. Fine. Let's make peace with the Vlandians, even though they've just taken my town, and I'm obviously not a big fan of that, but we are going to get every single one of our vassals back, which is extremely important for our upcoming fights against the Southern Empire, who, as you can see, do actually own territory next to Onira, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe what we want to do is go near to Onira. Maybe we'll try and see if we can, well, I don't know, maybe try to eliminate a couple of their vassals or something like that. I mean, generally, I think it's much more likely for clans to be eliminated with our current, you know, mod setup and everything, than it would be normally. So I think that generally fighting against enemy vassals and attempting to eliminate them that way is maybe even more efficient than taking the fiefs themselves. Because if you take the fiefs themselves, it does require a significant investment. As we've seen, the investment required is so staggering in terms of manpower that I'm not sure if I can even do it, to be honest. Because as you've seen, I mean, you saw that that siege at Charas there, and it was actually really strange because I wholeheartedly expected to achieve victory, but we didn't. It is very strange. As I say, my forces decided to retreat, which is very weird because I personally would have expected us to be able to definitely be able to capture it. I didn't see any reason why we wouldn't be able to, but I can only assume that they took significant morale loss, and that morale loss has now resulted in the retreat order to be given, or shall we say the retreat order for all of my forces, because they basically decided to run away by themselves, of course. Anyway, let's go into a battle here, see if we can get a little bit more renown and everything, because of course the more renown we can get, the better, because then we can finally get to tier 6. Although, to be fair, our clan tier is probably going to remain at tier 5 for a very significant amount of time. Highly unlikely we're going to be able to get to clan tier 6 in, well, anytime soon. Let's just say that. It's going to take quite a while. But this sword is absolutely amazing, by the way. As you can see, I'm actually really pretty good at using it, surprisingly enough. As I say before, I'm not that good at the mounted combat with one-handed weapons. But with this sword, it seems to actually be working really nicely for us. And the only thing that we can hope for right now is that my cavalry forces are just able to completely overwhelm the enemy. And who knows, maybe we're going to get a couple of kills, a couple of vassal assassinations, because that's the kind of thing that we want to see. We want to get those kinds of things happening here. Can we actually get some of that, though? That is the question. There we go. There's another one. There is another one. And maybe... I actually don't know whether he died. Did he? No, he just got eliminated. Ah, that's sad. Oh, well, never mind. Technically, what I could do... which is obviously, I'm going to say it, not actually the best idea, but I could take people prisoner, execute them, and then, well, then they're gone, you know, then they're out of the game for good, instead of, you know, waiting for the Death for All mod to do its thing. But then I'm gonna have to deal with the overall repercussions of that, and the repercussions are pretty significant, as you might expect. Obviously, relation gain is going to just plummet. It's just going to absolutely plummet. Anyway, let's see what I can do here. We've got, as you can see, we've got a huge amount of stuff right here as well. We've got massive amounts of gear, really expensive stuff in our inventory as well, just purely for the fact that we've been able to loot so many people that have perished. Okay, wait a minute. We're going to have to attack Valeria here. Oh, wait. Oh, we should probably help out. Let's help out our forces. Is this even worth me going in? Nah, I think I'm just going to do a nice little auto-resolve here. It's going to give me 3.9 renown. Did anyone die? No, no one died. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's good that no one died on our side, of course, but I don't really mind if the enemy perishes, of course. I mean, it's always good. Anyway, Svanna is here as well as Valeria. So I will try to attack Svanna here. Maybe we'll be able to eliminate her as well. There's Joron. Oh no, there's a huge amount of them, isn't there? Oh, and she managed to get inside the safety of the walls. Maybe what we can do is attack Joron, potentially. I mean, that's the thing. I basically just want to try and get as many of these people into combat as possible. Because if we can do that, that is actually going to result in more kills over time than you might imagine. Because the opportunity is there, the chance is there for them to be eliminated. And I'm personally not entirely sure how much medic skill each of these guys have. But from my perspective, I think they don't have that much, if any, and so it is not going to affect their chance to die as much as you might think, because of course, according to the mod creator, medicine skill has a massive impact on whether you are going to die or not, thanks to the Death for All mod. And that's actually super cool, in my opinion. I actually really think that that's a cool mechanic, a really welcome interaction, actually, with the mod itself. Because that basically says, yeah, if you're a low-level peasant, basically, you're not really going to be able to survive as much as you would if you had, more medicine skill. And I think that actually makes all the sense in the world. Because obviously if you have a, an army and you've got a bunch of companions like I do, then it's highly likely that you're going to maybe survive. You might just have a higher chance of survival than if you were running around as a mercenary captain with about 30 troops at the very beginning of the game. You know what I mean? That kind of thing really makes a huge difference, and I love that kind of interaction. And yeah, this mod it's absolutely wonderful. It really is. Okay. Oh, he didn't die. Oh, well, never mind. He didn't die, but that's okay. That's fine. As long as we don't lose anyone else either, that's all I can really hope for, to be honest. Okay, there we go. All right, that is perfectly fine. Yeah. You may be also wondering why I have so many really high-level troops. Okay, the reason for that is, of course, because of the previous episode. If you didn't see the end of the previous episode, or near to the end, then you would have missed the downfall of Mr. Pelisor. Yeah, you would have missed his demise. And yeah, he actually had a rather significant army, a pretty good one at that. And that army had a large number of very high-tier troops, as well as Bruce having some high-tier troops as well. And I basically just consolidated them together. And yeah, that's the reason why we have so many, because all the others were placed into the garrison at the town back there, which is even sadder now, because obviously now we lost the town and we lost all those troops, and we basically took a pretty big setback here, which is kind of unfortunate. But that's not to really worry too much about, because in the end, think about it from a long-term perspective. Obviously, long-term, it would be a good idea to keep that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure, absolutely. But we've also got to think about the fact that in the end, Vlandia is definitely going to declare war against us sometime soon in the future. There is no way that they will not. It is just a matter of time. That's it. It is just a matter of time, and then they will be right on top of us. Once again, they'll be like, yeah, you want to make war, Azurai, you know, that kind of thing. And then we're going to be like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And that is exactly what's going to happen. And then we'll have another opportunity to take that town, to take back Charos as well. Hilariously enough, Charos seems like a pretty difficult town to take. Although, to be fair, we didn't really build any siege or anything. Personally, I feel very dejected in regards to siege combat nowadays, because I used to actually really enjoy it. Because what you could do is you could, you know, build your trebuchets, and you could build, you know, whatever else you wanted to. Well, technically not your ballistas, because ballistas are pretty terrible, but, you know, you could build your trebuchets and things like that. And then you could go into the siege, and you know, you could bombard the walls and destroy the enemy's siege engines and so on and so forth, and it would be, you know, quite a lot of fun. But, you know, the addition of the whole siege bombardment casualties thing, I know I've talked about this in the past, and, you know, generally there's a number of different opinions on it and so on and so forth, and that's absolutely fine. But personally for me, I feel like it drains a lot of the enjoyment out of it for me because of the random nature of the whole thing. Because I'm obviously bombarding the walls. I'm not expecting to you know, keep all of my units alive, because that's highly unlikely, right? You know, there's no way that you're going to be able to go into some kind of combat encounter and then all of a sudden just have every single one of your troops survive. That is obviously not going to happen. And I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting a 100% survival rate. However, I just feel like it is a little bit disappointing, shall we say. A little bit disappointing to have a situation where you go in and then you randomly lose units over time, even when your trebuchets have not been destroyed. That is the main deal there. If your trebuchet gets destroyed, then by all means, I'm perfectly happy to, you know, take the casualties associated with that. But as I say, you know, that's not how it works. So, anyway, can I talk to one of your prisoners? You? No, that's forbidden. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Okay, who are you, sir? You have 45 relation. Wait a minute, let me actually just see. Is he the leader? Yes, he is. He is the leader of his clan. I'm actually wondering whether we should try to persuade him to join us. I believe Bruce does have a pretty good amount of charm skill, so why don't we... Oh, no, he's happy with his current liege. Okay, well, that's... I guess that means I'm going to kill him then. Yes. I will actually be trying to do a little bit more of that going forward, because the way that it's working right now is that I'm going to either have to get lucky with the percentage chance of eliminating them, you know, actually taking them out of the game by causing their demise. That's obviously a percentage chance. Very, very unlikely to happen most of the time. Well, not unlikely, but it is more unlikely than, you know, executing them, for example, you know, that kind of thing. But what I'm saying is we should probably, no, thank you. We should probably attempt to persuade a couple of these vassals to join us, because they are inevitably going to own land. That's something that is basically just a given at this point, because there are so few vassals in each of the factions. More than likely they are going to own some kind of fief, territory, whatever, in a number of different places. And so me attempting to charm some of these guys and persuade them over to our side, that's just going to increase our likelihood of gaining territory. But the problem with that, of course, is, well, it can inevitably make things quite simple for us. If we are successful in our attempts to persuade people, obviously we've got to bear in mind that the cost of persuasion is probably going to be quite large. Because, you know, if they have like a town or something like that, it is highly unlikely that they are going to be, you know, open to switching sides for anything less than, I don't know, 400, 500,000, maybe even 600,000, maybe even more than that, to be honest. You know, that's the reason why generally, if you're doing that kind of thing, you probably want to be also speccing into something like roguery or something like trade skill, and that can make a very large difference in your coffers, you know, in the amount of cash that you have to spend. But as it stands right now, I actually don't. I don't have either of those skills leveled up, so it is going to be a little bit problematic for me specifically, because I only have 600,000 gold. So who knows? Maybe we will be able to. It very much depends on how much relation these vassals have with their liege. And from my perspective, Eutropius has not been the leader of the Southern Empire for very long, so it could be that Eutropius just hasn't had enough time to really fight that often with his vassals, and as a result, you know, actually give them a decent amount of relation increases and so on and so forth. Oh, there we go. Look at that. We actually freed someone. That's pretty nice. Okay, so let's get some of these high tier troops. I'm only going to take the extremely high tier ones. I'm not going to take anything else, just to fill out my army a little bit more, because as you can see, we're starting to dwindle a little bit in regards to that. I'm not going to take any of these guys because I don't really want to go and stop off out of town if I don't have to. So let's just continue onward from here. And let's see exactly what's happening. I think we still own Oniro, right? I think we still own it. Okay, so that's fantastic. Right. Well, Danustica is calling, but where's one of our... Oh, okay. It's all the way over here. Ah, never mind. All right, so I was actually on my way to Odrisa Castle, but it actually seems like it doesn't matter too much because they've literally just been able to take it almost instantaneously, so I can only assume that the garrison there was, well, let's just say minuscule. No, not really necessary for me to also assist, but oh, hello. There is another clan. There is another clan that just got eliminated. Very nice indeed. And we can now vote for the new owner of Odrisa Castle. Please don't give it to me. Okay, they are not giving it to me, so that's nice. Let's just vote for this guy, get a little bit of extra relation with him. Also, Bruce has now gained a level. We've got to bear in mind that he obviously needs charm skill because he is not Pelisor. He needs to level up in almost every single aspect. And look at his stats are so incredibly good. I mean, really, they are so incredibly good. I'm so pleased that we have that. Gonna go for some more control skill here. Gonna go for another focus point in bows because we can. And we should probably go for some more athletics, I guess, and then we'll just spec some of these things. Okay, so mounted ranged kills, probably gonna go for that. And then charm, ooh, hello there. Yeah, this is really good. -1 persuasion success required against characters of different cultures. This is absolutely amazing for attempting to persuade people to your side, so that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. And we are also probably going to be doing Leader of the Masses, which will give me slightly more party size. Very much looking forward to that. And we also have Giving Hands as well, which I think I'm probably going to be taking because discarded weapons are donated to troops for increased experience. This works in tandem with Paid in Promise, and makes it so that you can basically give huge lump sums of experience to your troops if you need to. Anyway, that's what we're going to be going for right there. And I actually still need to get to 70 in bows, because I actually have 69 right now. So I should probably get off my mount in the next battle and actually just use it just to get that 70, because amusingly enough, I can't use the bow on a mount. Yes, I can't use my current bow on the mount, so that's obviously making a huge difference. Anyway, let's just go straight on in here to these random vassals just to get my my skill up. They are 400 yards away. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with these guys, to be honest. I mean, they don't have a particularly large army here, and we have, well, 396. Are you serious? We have 396? That's actually crazy. Wow. That is pretty amazing. Okay, so yeah, I'm actually just going to go all the way over here. I'm going to actually bring my own forces over here too, because you never know. I don't want to get myself caught out. I'd like to make sure that I have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of protection just in case I get absolutely murdered. But yeah, we're going to have to get off here and do some damage with this. I don't know whether I'm even going to be able to reach. No, as you can see, the trail of the arrow is very much... Oh, okay, I hit someone's shield. Well, that's not very good. Can I do a little bit better, please? Can I actually hit someone? Just anyone. That's all I want. Okay, now they're moving further away. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. Alright, yeah, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, okay, well, let me actually just tell my forces to charge in. We might as well do that, and I can only hope that I don't get myself eliminated by these cavalry. I'm going to just wait a little bit longer here, just for my own forces to catch up, and for them to enter the battle. And maybe I'll do a little bit of damage myself. That actually brings me to the next point. I need to level up my athletic skill just that much more. We have amazing amounts in endurance. I need to make good use of it. I also need to level up my riding skill as well, but unfortunately, because I can't use this bow on a mount, it makes it very difficult. Okay, please don't get killed now, Bruce. I'd very much appreciate you not getting killed, sir. Okay, there we go. A nice headshot. I think that's probably 70, right? That's probably 70 skill from that headshot right there. Probably. I can only hope that that is the case, because if I get to 70, by the way, I am then going to be able to use the Noble Bow, which is the, well, it is the bow that Pelisor himself used, and I think that would be pretty fun. We should also probably think about getting married again, because we, well, shall we say Bruce did lose his spouse in one of the previous battles, so yeah, we should probably think about that. And let's, oh yeah, there we go, nice. That's some good damage right there. Very nice indeed. And now maybe what I can do is we can hopefully get some athletic skill like this. I was actually thinking that maybe the next siege would be the best place to get it, but apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently I'm actually able to do some pretty decent damage here myself. And maybe, just maybe, I will be able to get to 100 in athletics. That would be kind of fun. But I've got to be careful here as well, because I really do not want to die. So I just have to be rather cautious. I don't think I'm at risk of dying here, thankfully. I'm actually really surprised that it has taken us so long to actually win this fight, but there you go. Nice amount of renown as well from that, which is always good. We can just let that guy go as well. I might as well take these prisoners this time, because I'm right next to one of the towns, so I might as well just go over there and just sell that real fast. And then otherwise we can continue onward. There we go. All right, so that's pretty nice. We have now basically secured a lot of the Azerite territory. We really don't have to worry too much about them. And they were attempting to take some things from us, of course, but we made sure that that was not happening. Okay, so as you can see, we have the Strong Tribesman's bow at the moment, and we have the Noble Bow waiting for us. Where is it? There it is. Fantastic. Let's equip that and lock that on us right now. There we go. And yeah, then what we can do is, well, we can literally just sell this stuff if we want to be honest. I mean, we might as well, right? I mean, I don't really know what this stuff is even going to be for, to be fair, but yeah, anyway, we're just going to get some additional cash. And now, yeah, we do need to actually find a person that we can marry. So wait a minute. Coraine. Wait, did we marry her already? No, I need to speak to. Oh, I need to speak to Caladog. I can't believe I completely forgot about that. Yes, there we go. See, I had it in my mind, you know. I had the whole marriage thing in my mind, but unfortunately, I just completely forgot that we had already done all of the busy work, you know. We've already done all the legwork that we needed to do, and so all I need to actually go ahead and accomplish is speaking to Mr. Caladog, and then we will be able to do that. Oh, no. A courier with marriage offer for Anita from Forest has arrived. No, thank you very much. I will not be doing that, because I've done that in the past, in the Land of Seeker series. If you haven't seen the Land of Seeker series, highly recommend it to check it out. It is definitely one of my favorites in Bannerlord so far. It is a total conversion mod, and it basically makes it so that you're in this, you know, really sort of mythological China sort of land, and you have a wide variety of different cultures that you're fighting against, and there's even a storyline, and yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic. It's really, really cool. There's even like this alternate reality kind of darkness area that you can go into, and this thing literally allows you to fight against demons, and you can, you know, gain all kinds of things. What is that? That is so cool. That's such a cool banner. Whoa, that is a really, really cool banner right there. Anyway, yeah, so Land of Seeker, definitely check that out. But obviously, the main reason why I was talking about that is because in that series, I actually had a companion that I gained from the main quest line. and I am pretty unsure of how the marriage mechanics work, or how they used to work, shall we say, because I was very new to the whole, having a person that receives a marriage offer. But the way it works is if you have a female descendant or someone that's in your clan, then the female member of your clan will be transferred over to someone else's clan if they get married to that person. You see, that's the troublesome part of it, because the companion in question that I gained from that main story quest had over 200 in medicine skill, and so I basically lost my surgeon in one fell swoop, and I had no idea that that was the case, because I actually thought that what we were going to be gaining is we were going to be gaining a person joining our clan, but in actual fact I was sending her over to someone else's, so it basically made them much more powerful. And then I embarked on a should we say unofficial mission of assassination, because I wanted to eliminate who she had married so that I could get her back. But yeah, well, you're gonna have to watch that if you want to see what happened with that. But otherwise, there you go. That is a wonderful victory for us once again. These guys are just not dying. They literally are just not dying. Really, really strange, actually, to be fair. But anyway, we've got some more prisoners here, which is always nice, because that means that I'm going to be able to sell those and maybe gain some roguery skill. Actually, does he have anything in roguery skill? I think he has. Yeah, he has 2 points in it. All right, okay. That's actually not even not terrible, not terrible. Okay, so let's actually have a look here. 10% damage in snowy and forest terrain when troops are sent to confront the enemy. I think I'm probably going to be going for that. What do we have here? Oh yeah, powerful is always what I'll go for. We also have one-handed leveling up as well. These things are leveling up so incredibly fast. I don't even have Chaos's tweaks installed or anything like that. Okay, so we're probably going to be going for this. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. 10% of the total experience. That's always nice, I guess. And then we can just sell all of our prisoners. Only 4,500, which is, I think, a bit of a cheap price right there. But, that's just how it is. Anyway, this guy has an army. He has 305. I'm actually hoping that maybe if we join him, he might decide to actually besiege something. Because here's the thing. If I actually decide on creating an army myself, it's basically just going to be these 3 people. It might actually make sense for me to do this. How many do I have then? How much? How big of an army do I have? Let me actually just take a quick look. 500. Okay, that's actually not even it's not entirely bad. Is it entirely bad? Yeah, it is kind of bad, isn't it? Anyway, we'll see what we can do with that, and I will attempt to take Danustica, and we will try to do a little bit of a longer siege next time, which basically means that we're going to be building some trebuchets, and we're going to see how that works. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.